We are a fintech company founded in Taiwan over 10 years ago. We use big data and quantitative analysis to deliver consumer financing, sales financing, buy now, pay later, and crowdfunding services. Our vision is to help the underbanks in Asia by bridging the gap between North Asia and South Asia. And we want to promote financial inclusiveness across all of Asia. Japan is the third or fourth largest GDP in the world. So globally, it's a huge market. And also the fintech industry in Japan is actually developing very well and an envy of other markets. So as a fintech company, it's very important for us to enter the Japanese market. For fintech companies especially, I think Japan is an attractive place to launch the business. The main reason is because the government is very encouraging of innovation and startups. So our experience of founding our business and setting up a branch here has been very good. So the regulation is actually also a big key because for startup companies like us, having clear regulation and a strong vision of a government is very important. The policies are stable, policymakers' mindset are stable, so they don't change very often, and it gives us time to grow into a more mature company. So I would say the policies and the regulators are a big attraction for us to come to Japan. Several reasons for choosing Osaka out of the many places in Japan. I think the most important is the people and the culture in Osaka. Osaka has a good blend of strong domestic local economy market. It's the second largest market in Japan. And it's also a very popular location among foreign investors and foreign travelers. So it's like a huge city with different global cultures, strong Japanese home base here, and also many travelers coming in and out. So there's a lot of exchanges going around that I think makes Osaka a very attractive location for a global company. And Osaka itself is actually centrally located in Japan. So it's very convenient with its well-developed infrastructure to go to Kanto region, to go to Kyushu region, or even Hokkaido. So as a startup hub, I think it's an excellent choice. We can start in Osaka and then slowly expand across the rest of Japan. Whenever we start a new business in a new market, we have to look at the type of talent we can acquire, the type of people we can hire to join our team. And I think Osaka presents a very strong talent pool. They have a lot of top universities in Osaka and Kansai region. And there's a lot of so-called highly skilled professionals from overseas. So we are able to hire very good people in the fintech industry to join our company. That's one of the key attractiveness of Osaka. Of course, the government support is always very strong, and they have been helpful in helping us, introducing us to various resources around the Kansai region, including universities, including top recruiting companies. So I would like to say that getting into Osaka with the help of the government to recruit people would be a very important attraction to us. Osaka is a very important market for us. As mentioned earlier, both its size and its connectivity as a regional hub. So we look to Osaka contributing about 1/4 of our revenue within 2 years, and hopefully half of our revenue in the first 5 years. This would put us in place to grow rapidly in Japan and have Japan's revenue as a key driver of our business growth, potentially helping us list in Japan, one of Japan's market. We would like to focus on crowdfunding in Japan. One of the main reasons is there's this interest rate gap between North Asia and the rest of Asia. So it would be a good system for us to allow Japanese investor to digitally take advantage of this interest rate gap and make investments in overseas projects. So we would like to roll out a series of debt investment opportunity projects for Japanese investors. This would be our phase 1. And our phase 2, we would be hopefully expanding into a very unique situation in Japan, which is the migrant workers economy. As we know, the Japanese population is aging rapidly, and there's a lot of development within the labor system that relies on migrant workers. So we would like to be able to provide migrant workers who are working hard in Japan financial services that's suitable for them so that they can have a convenient way of life in Japan as well. I would like to mention the Osaka Global Financial City program, especially because of the support that I was able to get from this one-stop solution. I was able to get good advice on legal services. I was able to be pointed to business consultants and tax consultants, and I was able to meet other fintech players within the industry, which formulates a lot of exchanges and a lot of information on the market. So I think that's the most important, most helpful part of the program. And of course, besides the one-stop window, we also were fortunate to be able to join a few business matching events. There were seminars and conferences that were held by the Osaka government. And those events have been very productive in being introduced to other peers, introduced to other resources. So I really look forward to joining all these seminars as well. We set up our business in March this year. The process is actually quite smooth. We are also able to, by the introduction of the government, Osaka government, to open our corporate banking account in May. So it took some time, but I think the support is valuable, because without it, it would have been taken a much longer time to set up the company and also the bank, which for a fintech company is very critical to our business. And also, I think the Osaka government has a very attractive subsidy that everybody should consider applying for. If you fit the profile and you have a good business model, I would encourage you to also apply for the subsidy, which really helps off startup companies like us. In hindsight, I think the program is very constructive and very supportive for our entry into Japan market. We are able to receive timely support and good guidance. Without those, it would take much longer time, and we would have hit more barriers. So I think the government is very committed, and I can feel that they're very sincere in inviting us to set up business in Osaka, Kansai region, and they look forward to us succeeding. I hope that more fintech companies like us can come and also get to know Osaka government's program and contribute to the Kansai region. I think choosing Osaka as a base under this program, the Global Financial City Osaka, it's a very wise choice. The reason being, fintech regulation and the fintech industry is very mature here. So for startup companies coming here, you may find that there's some challenges in understanding how the culture works, the attention to details. Some people may call it a barrier. But for us, I think as fintech and financial industry players, all this cautiousness is required. for the healthy growth of providing financial services to the consumers. So with the rigid system in place, it actually promotes stability for the financial system. And I think both short term and long term, it's a good location to choose for your expansion into the Japanese market.